Today is Friday, October 11th. It's about 10 a.m. in the morning. I want to give you a little update on the Datsun pickup truck where I'm at. I have stalled out for sure, but I want to explain why and what's going on here with it. Still working on the floor, and progress has just come to a halt. Screeching halt, nearly, but not completely. There will come a point with your project, and I think this has already happened a time or two with me because I've started and stopped on this truck a couple of times, where you just want to, you're not into it. You don't want to do it. There's a section of it, this floor, I absolutely have hated doing this floor. When I started, it was kind of fun. I thought, yeah, I'll just cut it up, hack it up, and weld some pieces in there, and it'll be great. But then after I got started, that's not my style. I don't like cobbling things together. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this, don't get me wrong. It's patched, it's solid, it's safe, it'll be okay. But I hate just cobbling things together. It's not pretty. It should have floor pans welded in it, or I should have took more time and made floor pans that fit it really nice and look really good, and I didn't. And I've been a little upset about it. It's just slowed me down. My brain can't say, just weld this thing together. Every single weld and every cut is just torture for me, knowing that I'm just cobbing it up and cobbing it together. So I talked to my buddy, Joshua. He knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he's been there. And he said, stay focused. He said, Benny, stay focused. What are you going to do with this cab? He said, when you're done with this cab, what are you going to do with it? Remember, it's a temporary cab. I said, I don't know. Maybe throw it out. Maybe cut off the good parts. Maybe sell it cheap to somebody who could use it. So he said, while you're welding on it, while you're fixing it up, cobbling it together, just keep thinking. This cab is not a permanent fix. This is the cab over here that one day I will put my time and efforts into, and money, by the way, because I'll buy the floor pans that fit it, or spend my time to get good sheet metal and make a floor for it that really looks good and it's not all cobbled together. I'm not going to carry on about this very long. I am going to be welding on this floor today. I'm feeling a little boost of energy, so hopefully we can make some progress on this and get past this little hump, and that's all it is. It's a hump. You'll work on your project and you will hit just a very difficult time, and a lot of guys at that time will put this on Marketplace and sell it for nothing, and they've got all this time to work into it, but they'll quit. I'm not quitting. I'm going to finish welding it up, and we will have this cab on this chassis. That's the situation with the truck, and I'm just going to keep pushing. We'll make progress, and hopefully I'll get back to making regular videos on it. I do have a couple more updates. Let's get to those. Before we go outside, you guys need to know, I hadn't even been riding my motorcycle. It's just sitting in my garage all covered up. I don't even know if the thing will start and run. The battery could be dead. It's been so long. Let's see if it'll fire up. It's been a while. No fire. Let's see what's wrong with it. Not neutral. Oh, the battery sounds. There she goes. Well, she still sounds good. I need to run it a little while. It's got ethanol gas in it. Anyways, enough of that. We'll get back to that later. Haven't done anything with the old camper, but I think possibly, I don't know, maybe tomorrow I may clean it out. I'm wanting to do a video cleaning it out and getting it cleaned up a little bit so we could have a better view on it. It's just been sitting out here for now. Here's something I really do want to share with you guys, you viewers who watch my channel and most of the things that I do. I have a whole series on this boat where I epoxied it underneath. This is a riveted boat. It had all kinds of holes and leaks in it, and I welded it, epoxied it. We put a transom in the back of it. And the reason I'm bringing this up now is because we went camping the last 3 nights. So this thing, I think, sat in the water for like 4 days. You can see this scum line on it where it's been sitting in the water. And I'm happy to report, and the reason I'm even telling this is because somebody else might want to do it. With this epoxy on here, on the hull of this boat after doing the repairs, it sat in the water for 4 days. And down here in the plug, I don't know if you can see that, the whole time while it was sitting in the water, there was dust around the plug. It didn't get a drop of water in the boat. So, and I was careful when I was out on the lake. You know how if you slow down real fast, it'll throw some in the back? I made sure that wouldn't happen because I was curious if it had any leaks. It has no leaks at all with this epoxy finish on here. And remember, I spray painted over the epoxy, but still, it's the epoxy sealed up all these rivets and things. This is after 1 year of use. And I don't use it a whole lot. I'm not out every weekend, but I've used it several times though, and happy with the results. I'm wondering if it'll ever crack or what'll happen with it. And I wanted to just keep you updated on that. The series for repairing this boat, we did everything on this boat as far as the epoxy, the hull, the transom. I painted the engine and we did some work in the lower unit and stuff like that. I did the seats on this boat. So the series on this boat will be in the description below if you're interested in it. That was a fun project and I'm still not done with it. I actually have an air ride seat that Tenderloin donated to me for the boat. Some of you remember the 14-foot aluminum John boat. I did a tiny boat build with a stick steer and what else? Oh, electric trim it had on it, and it had air ride seat and suspension. I'm thinking about doing something similar to this boat. If you're interested in the boats, I'll leave in the description below a playlist on that boat also. The Benny does like playing with motorboats. That's a fact. Sometimes if I hadn't posted for a couple weeks, I like to put up a video to let you guys know where I'm at and what's going on. I'm not selling the truck. I haven't sold the truck. I'm still working on it. I've just hit a wall with it. And I think we're getting ready to get past that, hopefully, and we can make some progress with it. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I am the one and only infamous Kentucky Yankee, without a doubt, and hope to make some progress here in the next week or two.